You got questions going out of your mind. Someone with answers, now that's hard to find. Like the what and the why and the how stuff works, or just where to go to avoid all the jerks. She's Gear Abby, Gear Abby, Gear Abby, advice that doesn't suck. Gear Abby.
Hello there, my outdoorsy friends, and welcome to Dear Abby, where we tackle the controversial, weird, obscure, and taboo topics that other outdoor podcasts refuse to touch. I'm outdoor educator and writer Shawnté, and I'm here to answer your burning questions about our relationships with outdoor people, products, places, and pastimes. And I want them all, because remember, there are no dumb questions, just smart advice. Okay, here's how it works. You're going to send questions to deargearabby@gmail.com. We also take comments, reflections, anecdotes, photos. Well, maybe not photos. We'll keep that one. But you're going to send your questions. Let's just start there. I'm going to answer a couple each week here on the show. As always, joining me today is my partner in gear, the producer of Gear Abby, and everyone's favorite voiceover actor who missed his true calling, Colin True.
That's right, Shawnté. After you get done sending an email to deargearabby@gmail.com, why don't you head on over to Apple Podcasts and leave us a review and a 5-star rating.
Wow, you sound so... It's like I hired
good?
you to say that. That was good.
I have been getting served a lot of like, do you want to be a voice actor, like Instagram reels? And I'm like, yes, actually,
Yes.
I do.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying,
Someday.
Colin.
There's always time to start.
There's always time. Maybe we'll launch an offshoot podcast that's just us doing, it'll be like an old-timey radio show.
Oh, now you're talking.
Yeah. You'll be most of the voices because I can apparently only do this one and then my poor Katharine Hepburn imitation. So
After your wife makes you dinner and serves you your cigarette in the lounge, it's time to go for a hike.
Wow. I would listen to that. I mean, I listen to ours.
If we're doing
sometimes.
old-timey, only men went outside, I think, right? Isn't that sort of
That's true. You don't even need me on the podcast. Oh, my God.
Dear Abby must have been really controversial for its time. Like a woman giving advice?
Not a lady with her lady bits. She's probably on her period. She needs to go home.
That's right. What is her problem? Thinks she can tell a
Absolutely.
man what to do.
I know. I'm doing this for all of you Victorian ladies out there, just
right.
raising the bar.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly.
Oh, man. Before we jump into questions today, you probably saw this. We're just going to come in hot here. I have flaming. First of all, did you ever see the movie version of Clue?
I think a million years in the 80s, yes.
Do you remember Madeline Kahn was... Yes, okay.
Yes.
So she
Miss
her famous...
Peacock, I think, or something, maybe?
No, not Miss
Or,
Peacock. Not Miss Scarlet. Mrs. White? I don't know.
Maybe.
Anyway,
I don't know.
whatever
Yeah.
character she was with her cute little bob,
Mm-hmm.
the flames on the side of my head, whatever, that famous scene is how I feel right now.
Okay.
Because...
Really digging deep cut here.
I know, but I was going to say flames on the side of my head. I'm like, people might not know. If you're listening and you don't know, just go look it up.
It's worth a watch.
And there's 3 different endings. And
Yes.
Tim Curry. Yeah.
Prime Curry is pretty good.
Oh my goodness, just A++. Anyway, I feel like Madeline Kahn in that movie because this whole business happening down in Big Bend National Park just pisses me off on a deep guttural level because they got bulldozers in there in a place. They're making roads. They're creating roads in a place that did not have roads because they're trying to get people to not travel across the border there in a place that was previously pretty much impenetrable. So now you're making roads in a place that didn't have. It's stupid. It's all so stupid.
Yeah, no, and to keep the stupidity going, kind of like we talked about when we talked about Bears Ears a couple of weeks ago, like, then there's going to be another administration that's probably going to use more taxpayer money to repair the damage that is done, which, I mean, okay, but also it's all just stupid. What are we doing?
I don't know what we're doing anymore. At this point, I'm ready to go full hermit. I'm starting to understand why people just like fuck off and live in the woods or whatever.
Right?
I'm ready for this. I don't know if I could do society anymore.
Ted Kaczynski had one good idea. Live alone in the woods and write manifestos. Everything else bad, but
Everything else bad. Yeah, coming in hot. Just a little Unabomber, little, politicking.
Well, it's been a warm summer. It feels appropriate.
It's just hot. It is warm, but I am not sweating today. I want you to know. And it's midday, and I am not sweating in my own house, which is a real win.
A little reprieve on the West Coast.
Let's hope it lasts. I don't know.
Probably
I
not.
saw literal wildfire flames when I was driving up to the Sierra last weekend, so I don't know.
Although I do love, everything's an emergency, right? Because they're like, oh, hey, super El Nino confirmed. Southern California, you guys are going to get destroyed this winter. And part of me is like, sweet, we could use the rain.
No,
I'm
just
I'm not saying there won't
destroy
be
me,
other-
weather daddy.
Right? Just like, it's like, that's not all bad.
Not at all. Yeah, I know. Just, if we can curtail the whole landslide outcome of that, I think we'll be golden.
But that will be that. But I mean, rain's good.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah.
Please and thank you. Just an appropriate amount. I don't need my roof leaking again.
Right.
So speaking of people who need things, I think we have 3 questions to get through today. And why don't we start with the first
Let's
one?
do it. Here we go. Yeah. First question of the day. Just no dear or hello. It's just Gear Abbey, colon. Okay. Gear Abbey. Love it when you dig into history. Hiking nerd and aviation nerd here. Let's mix the two. Have there ever been plane crashes in national parks? What happens if a plane crashes on public lands? Do they just leave it there? Does it get extracted? Is this some Area 51 shit? Ha! Signed. Thanks, Brett. Good question, actually.
It is a good question. I love questions like this. I'm not sure where the aliens get invoked, though.
I don't know.
51.
I don't know, but I'm into it. I mean, but there is like an alarming number of you're in a place and oh yeah, that's by where that plane crashed. And seems like there is
So
plane
much.
wreckage in a lot of places in the backcountry.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yes. So yes, Brett, there are so many plane crashes in national parks specifically, and even more on public lands. So first, I'm guessing, Brett, since you asked this, you probably have not yet listened to the episode where somebody asked about the deadliest national park, because I'm pretty sure we talked about the air collision that happened
we
there
did.
in 1956. 2 planes, bad business. It contributes to the Grand Canyon's enormous death toll. But anyway, go back and listen to that episode. Could I tell you which one it is? I do not, but I'm sure the title is something about death in national parks.
What you want to do is just listen to all of the episodes. Eventually, you'll find it.
That's right. That is the way forward, Brett.
Maybe 2 or 3 times. I don't know.
I do. There's sometimes when I was driving up to the Sierra last weekend, I did listen to 2 of our episodes twice.
Nice.
Not only do we record them, but we also listen and enjoy our own podcast.
Folks, we make this show for us. We're being honest.
Yeah, you guys are
if you
just
happen
incidental.
to listen to it as well, that's great.
Yeah, we appreciate it. We actually have some fun sponsor news coming soon, so so other people also listen and give us money.
That.
So we're gonna just put a pin on that for now. We're gonna go back to airplanes.
Let's do it. Yeah, let's get into the airplanes of it all here.
Let's get into it. So there have been plenty of plane crashes outside of the Grand Canyon, including a ton of military crashes. And there are so many of these, in fact, and I'm saying just in national parks alone, there is a very super specific NPS.gov page titled, and I shit you not, World War II plane crashes in national parks.
Oh my God.
It is part
Very
of the official NPS. Yes. The list is long. It includes 14 different parks. I was blown away. Plus, there's monuments on there too, and there might have been another 1 or 2 different federal lands. It was wild, but most of those happened during training exercises. So, I guess I hate to say it, maybe they need more training. I don't know. feels like bad juju to say that, but so yeah, tons of military crashes. Other than that, as far as the park that has probably the most number of crashes, it's Smoky Mountains. And I saw one number, which I found this in an article by Blue Ridge Outdoors. So that's kind of their home territory. So I tend to trust them. It listed as 54 crashes. So
that's an insane number.
I know. I was like, what the heck? Why? So the theory, and there's no, scientific absolute here, but the theory behind it is that it's the whole smoky aspect of the Smoky Mountains.
Well, they get lost in the fog?
Yeah, they're just getting lost in the sauce out there. It's their theory too is that it's a lot of flatlander pilots that are not used to flying in the mountains, and then suddenly the mist arises and it becomes very, you're in a fantasy novel, but also with plane crash. It just isn't great for pilots, I guess.
Oh my God.
So yeah, remind me to never fly in a helicopter over that park, I guess.
I guess not.
But Colin, and I'm sure you know this story, and I bet some people who are listening, there is one plane crash that is like the number one, and this sounds weird to say, but like the most interesting plane crash that probably has ever happened in a national park. So it happened in Yosemite. Very important that we get our California mention up front.
Yes, exactly. Good. We hit our quota.
Yeah. Whew. Thank goodness. I almost started to sweat there, but I'm still dry. I'm not even wearing performance wicking materials. All right. So story time here. December 1976. A plane leaves Mexico. It's heading north. It's going to Washington State with some very precious cargo. We'll get to that in a second. Alas, it never reaches the intended destination, and it ends up crashing in Lower Merced Pass Lake, which is just a tiny little nothing burger lake just southeast of the valley, Yosemite Valley. Mm-hmm. So in January, so this is December. So in January 1977, these two waiters that work at the Ahwahnee, which is a fancy pants hotel in the valley, they go on a little snowshoe excursion. They're like, doop-a-doop-a-doop, we have some time off. We're going to go wander in the backcountry. And they stumble across the wreckage of this plane, which they reported to the park search and rescue. They're like, oh, there's a big old plane there. So when a team that was partial feds, partial rangers, they made their way to the crash site to investigate it. So they find the wreckage and just a bunch of the devil's lettuce. That is right. This plane was carrying, in the estimates, I've seen them anywhere between 6,000 to 10,000 pounds of marijuana.
This must have been a pretty decent sized plane.
Right? Yeah. Honestly, I don't know if there are photos. I didn't even look because I've heard this story many times over the years. But yeah, that's insane. Like just in this remote lake.
Yeah.
So the plane crashed in winter, like we said. It's January. Water freezes in the winter, as we all know.
I've heard.
Plane, it's just science. So the authorities did go. They're like, we better get this shit out of here. So they tried to cut through the ice, and they got some of the bales of it out, about 2,000 pounds of the jazz cabbage. But they left the rest under the ice. They're like, we'll come back once it thaws.
Sure.
Same for the pilots who unfortunately didn't make it. We'll get those guys too. So remember, this is the 1970s, people. So word got out to a bunch of dirtbag climbers in the valley. They make a pilgrimage to what is their own personal holy land. And it earned the lake the nickname Dope Lake.
That's amazing.
Just sorry, Lake. And it drew in a bunch of other dirty hippies that weren't even in the valley. Some people came from out of state. They just hear about this big stash of weed in this lake, and they just start coming from all over. So the crazy thing is some of the weed still had like airplane fuel mixed in it. These guys are still smoking it, right? So it's like sparking and doing crazy shit when they're lighting it up. So I don't know, maybe there may be some permanent brain damage out there caused by that particular strain of weed, but yeah. Anyway, it's a fantastic, like fascinating story. They talk about it a little bit in the documentary Valley Uprising about climbing in Yosemite. So if you want to see some fun graphics, maybe go to that. But yeah, it's awesome. But in case any of you super stoners out there are wondering, most of the plane and theoretically all of the weed is now gone. So that actually brings us back to Brett's question about plane cleanup. Like what happens when a plane crashes in the parks?
Right.
So with something like Yosemite is, I don't even remember the number, like 90% wilderness. So they have to really assess the situation before dealing with it. So the FAA, the National Transportation Safety Board, they're going to go out there and investigate just like any crash scene. And then authorities have to figure out how they're going to clean up the joint, pun intended. I had to.
See what you did there.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So if the plane is stuck somewhere like in the middle of a crevasse and it's just not really worth the effort to get it out, they're just going to leave that thing in there. They're going to let future stoners find it. I can't promise there will be weed in all the other plane crashes, but maybe. But if it's in a high traffic area, if it's somewhere that might see a lot of people, like say stoners in the 70s, if it's going to have a negative impact on the environment or, safety, they're going to figure out how to remove it within the least invasive way possible, especially if it's in wilderness. And that usually means if it's already kind of, broken up because it fell out of the sky, they'll haul parts out on mules, like pack trains. And if not, they may actually hoist it out with like a helicopter. And this is the same thing they do when bridges break in the backcountry. It's like very similar. It's like one or the other. But yeah, a lot of the more historic ones, like those World War II airplanes, a lot of those are still out there. So there are people who dedicate their time to just like plane crash hunting in the parks. So yeah, Brett, maybe one day you will find your own dope lake. I can make no promises though.
And that is why dope is now cool. Because we're like, look at that, that's a dope lake. You know, that's why.
Oh, what if it is?
Doubtful.
I don't know. Oh, what if I don't know?
People just don't really know that like, they're really referring to dope. But you know.
And now I want to know the history of usage of the word dope.
All right, if you want to know about the history of the word dope, write in deargearabby@gmail.com. Doesn't need to be outdoors. You send us any questions you want. We're willing to evolve.
I feel like that's a legitimate follow-up to this episode.
That's true. It is.
We do tell you, like, send us follow-up email, send us, we don't really want your corrections unless it's really necessary, but send us other things, fun facts. I love a fun fact.
Actually, an angry correction would be wonderful. Just like if we made you mad and you want to correct us, actually send that in. I'm into that.
Send it just so Colin can read it.
Yeah, that's good.
He's got to do some more work on his voice acting resume here. You got to do a reel or something.
I need to put together like a reel. I need to do voices. So send me something to read, please.
Oh, yeah. Think about that. People send any email and think about how you want him to read it. You could give directions.
That's true.
And I will put those, I'll send them to him.
Your letters could be my audition.
Oh, Colin, I think this is great. I feel like we are moving closer and closer to your new calling.
I'm into it. Let's go. Why not?
Why not? YOLO.
Right? My whole life. Oh, yeah. You have a weird like radio game show voice. Like, let's just get it going here, people. It's time.
Oh, a game show. Wait, we haven't considered, I was going to say spawning a game show, but I'm not sure if we want that.
Is Rod Roddy still doing The Price is Right? I can replace that guy. Come on down. You're the next contestant on The Price is Right.
You could.
I think I could do that.
All right. Either that or we'll develop our own game show. We've got a lot of projects to work on.
Gear Abbey game show spinoff is a good idea, so we should workshop that.
We'll workshop that.
Okay.
In all of our free time, as always. All right. Well, we don't have a lot of free time today, so let's keep going. What's question number 2? All
right. Question 2. Dear Gear Abbey. Hello.
Hi.
I just listened to an episode where you mentioned that you like when people ask you to settle debates and arguments and corrections, apparently, based on the conversation we just had. So here is a silly one that I've been having with my boyfriend. We are both hikers, backpackers, paddlers, and cyclists who do some bike packing. One of us is a fanny pack user and insists they are the perfect accessory for active outdoor sports. I love where this is going already.
Yes.
One of us thinks they look goofy and they're overkill if you already are wearing a backpack of some sort. Question for you. Are fanny packs dorky, overkill, or utilitarian? Signed, Bickering in Boise. And they comment that they're very proud they came up with that. Look, you gotta let it just hang out there. Like, you gotta you don't have to call out your cleverness, Bickering, okay? just know that it was good. But anyway, great question.
This is a great question. I'm proud of you too, Bickering. It's okay. I get it. Because not everybody, I feel like this is why some people don't write in, is because they think they have to come up with something clever. You could just sign Brett, apparently.
Yeah, Brett was fine. We didn't give Brett any shit for deciding it, Brett.
That's
good for you, or maybe Brett's his trail name. I don't know, but it worked great.
That's right. Oh, man. Well, I did used to be a school social worker, so I do love helping people through difficult times.
Yes.
It's true. It's why I co-host with Colin. It's like reliving my time working at a middle school. It's great. So anyway, listen, if arguing about fanny packs is the biggest source of friction in your marriage, or I guess your relationship, your boyfriend, girlfriend, I think you have a beautiful future together.
Yeah, you're doing okay.
You're doing all right. So, all right, I cannot wait to hear what you say about this, Colin, because I have a feeling that deep within your soul, maybe not even that deep, I don't know, we'll find out. I feel like you're probably dying to wear a beautiful pair of jorts, overalls with a fanny pack just slung across your waist. But I'm going to let you tell that in your own words after I'm done.
I'm not going to co-sign anything you just said other than I definitely have an opinion on that.
This reminds me so much of the Crocs one from a couple episodes again. I don't know if this person heard that one.
And we established fuck Crocs is what I think
we did not establish
we did. That's exactly, once and for all.
I brought in a guest expert
I
who
know you
said,
did.
no, he fucks with Crocs.
That's true.
Yeah. Or as
you
the
know.
kids say, what do the kids say now? They're like, Crocs fuck. Like they use it now as, is it an adjective?
I mean, if you want to make it easy
verb.
to have a list of people who might be the Antichrist, that's fine. We can do that. If that's your defense of Crocs, we can. That's helpful in that regard. So,
Oh my God. All right. Well, sit here and think about what you're going to say about your love of fanny packs. I am somebody who owns, and I did count this morning, I own 4 different fanny packs, all different sizes, colors, style levels. So I am going to say that bickering, it's 2 out of 3 for me. So yes, they're dorky, obviously. Like that. We're not going to argue about that really. Unless Colin has a different opinion.
unless you're The Rock in 1998 or whenever that picture came out,
Oh my God.
I guess
the
it was
most
earlier than that. It was probably
iconic.
like 89. But anyway.
It was probably like 2000. I don't know. But yeah, listen, there is no amount of styling, whether or not you're The Rock and you've got your black turtleneck on and your dookie chain. There is no amount of styling that ever makes this thing look cool, especially if you're wearing it as God intended, buckled around your waist and just flapping in front of what the Australians refer to as the fanny. Yeah. So you're going to look like a middle-aged sitcom dad from the 80s. And if that's what you want, I want that for you. But
Same.
not cool. Super dorky. But I will say, I do think fanny packs are incredibly utilitarian. And I'm going to explain why, but because Brett already started us off with some history. I had to double down on the history and look into where the hell fanny packs came from. Because I was curious. I'm like, I saw this question. I'm like, where did fanny packs come from?
Well, when a daddy fanny pack and a mommy fanny pack love each other very much.
Did they both just...
And they're really thirsty on the trail in the mountains.
Thirsty in the way the kids say it. Before I dive in, Colin, do you know where fanny packs come from besides the procreation of 2 adult
No,
fanny packs?
I mean, I assume that I can't imagine that. I got to think there's been some variation forever. I mean, like it's a little satchel with a strap, right? So there's got to be, I can't, this is probably an early iteration of what eventually became the backpack, I would assume.
A little satchel with a strap. It sounds, I
Right.
don't know, it sounds weird and uncomfortable for me to think about that. But yes.
By that description,
yes.
that means that Indiana Jones also used the fanny pack, but we know that was more of a man purse, let's be honest.
A merce.
Yeah, he had
Yeah.
a merce. He
Yeah.
made it look cool because he was
that was
Indiana
a
Jones.
crossbody. Like
It was, yeah.
It's like the things professor. I guess
was
he was
actually
a
a
professor.
satchel, really. Let's call it what it is.
Yeah,
you know?
we're not talking about satchels today, okay? If someone wants to send us a question about satchels, feel
We're up
free.
for it. Do it.
We're just taking anything at
Yeah.
this point. All right, so yes, people have been wearing small bags strapped around their waist forever. I was delighted to learn that the first proto fanny pack was worn by a very, very ancient dude named Otzi the Iceman.
Get out of here. Otzi had a
yeah.
fanny pack?
Otzi did. I don't know if he
Dang.
called himself Otzi, but someone did at some point. So we know him as Otzi. It's something I feel like Otzi the Iceman is somebody we would have seen in a WWF ring back in the 80s, but I guess there's still time.
Well, in the 80s was the WWF, as we all know it is now the WWE.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Because they got sued by the World Wildlife Federation. Still kind of funny.
I forgot about that. That's
Yeah.
great. Yeah. Zebras just walking around with fanny packs on. I'm
Yeah.
into it.
The body slamming other zebras,
It reminds me of when I was in Australia and watched the kangaroos just absolutely kickbox each other.
Oh, hell yeah.
They're violent.
Yes.
Oh, man. Well, so our modern outdoorsy fanny packs kind of owe their existence to the brand Mountain Smith.
Yeah, they do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You said you didn't know, Colin.
Well, I know that part of it. I was thinking pre-Mountain Smith, which is not that long ago.
Well, there is lore. So there is some disagreement over where the outdoorsy fanny pack started. Like some people are like, oh, it showed up in Sports Illustrated like way back in the day in a fashion spread for skiing. But there's people are, not everybody's on
but
board
Mountain
with
Smith
that.
staked their claim and this is what we do kind of thing.
They really did stake their claim because their second ever product was the lumbar pack, and they were the first to patent it. So anytime you see a lumbar pack, that it's like the beefier cousin of a fanny pack. It's designed with a larger carrying capacity. So anyone who has a brain on their backpack, if you think about strapping that, around your waist, that's kind of what a lumbar pack is. So Mountain Smith were the first. They launched this thing. They filed their patent. And it was designed for backcountry skiers. So their first product was actually sled. So this was like the follow-up. You can pull your sled, wear your special lumbar pack. And it gave people a way to carry things without having to use their arms, and take them off balance on the ice and everything.
Right.
So it's kind of crazy because now lumbar packs show up everywhere. They're popular in fishing. Like, imagine if you're out there fly fishing, just getting all river runs through it with it and those beautiful arcing motions, which is the opposite of how I've ever fished. I just look like I'm having a seizure. That lets your arms be free for all the beautiful movements if you've got the lumbar pack on with all your stuff in it.
Love it.
Yeah, I mean, the modern running belts are a riff on the earlier lumbar packs, stuff like that. So if you Google lumbar pack in a search engine of choice, Mountain Smith is almost always going to be the first thing that comes up. So they really put the lockdown on the SEO after they cut their patent. So good job, guys.
Mountain Smith saw the internet coming back in the 70s, and they're like, we got to get ahead of this.
They really did. They were like, this is our future. We want to be number one in the Google search rankings.
That's right.
Good job to their social media person or their marketing person, whoever the hell is doing their SEO, A+. But yeah, I think most people are thinking, when you're thinking fanny packs, you're thinking the dorky 80s varietal, which is really where they got the bad reputation, It's like, oh, this is a thing tourists wear. They were kind of fashionable in the 80s and even maybe the beginning of the 90s in very bad colors. But a lot of today's fanny packs that are used in hiking do take cues from those 80s kind of fashion ones. Mm-hmm. But I personally can't backpack without one. It does allow me, and I do wear a backpack when I backpack, but it does allow me just to have easy access to a bunch of stuff. Chapstick, eye drops, ibuprofen, snacks, like my, very important snacks. My bidet does not go in there with the snacks.
It's in there.
Colin.
Don't lie. You got a little mini bidet that's in there.
Oh, no.
It's a quick cleanup,
I use it to wash my hands before eating my snacks. Huh? It's like the cycle of life.
# avoid the norovirus. So yeah,
and just spray it right back on yourself. You open that door. I just walked through it. Okay. But yeah, so a lot of so now there's just a ton of companies that make fanny packs with hiking in mind, cottage companies, big, well-known brands. And I think that this kind of happened because of thru hiking, and it became a really popular thing with thru hikers within the last even, let's say, 7 years to have a fanny pack. So you see on social media, people are very copy. This is how we started getting trail runners, how people start hiking in shorts instead of pants. Like, it is, a lot of this is tied to social media fashion and, for better or worse, like hiking influencers, backpacking, through hiking. But that's why the fanny packs became so popular in through hiking was social media. So I succumbed and I got myself a through pack, Summit Bum. Through pack is the company, Summit Bum is the fanny pack. And yeah, I love this thing. I've used it for years. It's about 2.5 liters capacity. I get compliments on it every time I wear it in the backcountry.
Oh, all right. Go Summit Bum.
I know. Mine, you can customize them, and so mine has.
When are we
going to
get the Summit Bum Sun Bum collab? I mean, put your Sun Bum in the Summit Bum. I mean, I just like that's a little dirty, but at the same time, I don't want to know what you're putting in your bum. But it's just at the same time, I feel like there's a there, or maybe that's actually exactly what we want to say. But like, there's a there. Get on that, guys.
That's it. And
you
make
can advertise
it a Gear
on Gear
Abbey collab. Yeah. This feels like a true merging of the minds.
Yes.
Summit Bum, Sun Bum, and Gear Abbey.
It's just sitting right there. It writes itself.
It really does. You could do the commercials.
I could do the voice work, guys. Come on.
Listen, this is a no-brainer. Okay. I don't know. Listen, I love these things. I think they're great. I use mine all the time. I use it on walks in the neighborhood, but as an outdoor piece of gear, absolutely. When I'm backpacking, it's always with me. So, Colin, what's your fanny pack stance?
I mean, I think the quick answer, right, is are they dorky, overkill, utilitarian? I mean, it's like, yes, right? To your point, like, they are dorky. It's kind of all of those things. They can be all of those things. I do think versus like, I think we did an episode about the sun umbrella, which is like, there's a whole category of outdoor gear that is very functional, but no matter how you slice it, it's just a bad look, right? And it's like
it's like those hats with the
Right.
The tail.
Like, there's so many things where it's like, oh, I get it, but I will never do that, no matter how much it would help me. And fanny packs are not in that, right? I think I will look down my nose at the generation of people who wear it like slung across their shoulder, like Indiana Jones, where it's like just at that point get
Like
a satchel or a briefcase or something. Like, what are we doing? You're just trying to have your cake and eat it too. And like, I have a fanny pack, but I don't want to wear it like a fanny pack. But I think where I came around on the fanny pack was for mountain biking, because actually. Oh. Mountain biking with a pack on, I always hated it. Just whatever reason, no matter what pack I use, I ended up using mostly running packs on my mountain bike because of the way they kind of hug your back. Because backpacks really, it would mess with my shoulders would get really sore. I'd get like pain spots in between like my shoulder blades. I just always hated it, and I would always usually just put my stuff in like my jersey pockets and then put bottles on my bike. But for a longer ride, you need more stuff, and a fanny pack was the perfect solution for that. And also, they were more along the lines like mountain biking ones to like a Mountain Smith, like a lumbar pack, a little more of an actual functional pack, not just a little tiny fanny pack. So I think there is, but it never looks good. It just doesn't look good. A backpack looks cool and a fanny pack doesn't. And so I hate to not really settle your debate bickering in Boise, but I think that, I think you might both be right here. It's a terrible answer.
Dorky, but
Crocs
utilitarian.
Next time. I'll give you a definitive, like it's a...
Listen, Colin, all I'm saying is maybe we just need to get you in some overall jorts and then you'll think it's fashionable.
Yeah. No, see, overalls are like, that's a me problem. I don't look good in overalls. Yeah, so I don't look, other people look great in overalls. Not me. And all of you keep telling me I should wear overalls. And I'm telling you, no, the world doesn't need that.
Overalls and a fanny pack, your voiceover career is going to get skyrocketing. I sometimes say a sentence. What did I say? Your voiceover career is going to be skyrocketing. I don't know. Not all of the words always go together in a sentence that I say on this podcast. So you knew what I meant.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
It's fine.
I believe in you. I believe in your voiceover. I believe in your fanny pack.
Thank you, Gear Abby.
I'm your number one supporter, Colin.
Oh my God, you're the best.
Oh, well, we have one more support to offer to others in the form of a third question.
Okay.
My transitions are terrible. I'm glad people still listen to the podcast. Maybe they listen for it.
We're both real busy. We get these things. If you want real professional people, start sponsoring the podcast, because we got to squeeze these things in. All right. So sometimes it's hard for us. Words are hard.
Words are hard. Yes. Thank you.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. The older I get, the harder they are.
The harder that is.
All right. Question number 3. Let's do it.
Okay. Last question of the day. Dear Gear Abby and partner in Gear Colin. Oh, I like when I get included.
I know. It's nice.
I want to know from each of you, if you were told you could only eat one protein bar for the rest of your lives, what would it be? You're allowed to pick a brand that has multiple flavors, but I want you to still state which singular flavor you could stomach for eternity. Yours in deviousness, signed, The Protein Master.
When I saw that sign off, I was really hoping you'd read it like that. Thank you.
Well, how could you not?
See, this is a great example. Is if you send it, we'll get Colin to read it in the right way. Okay.
Right? Maybe this episode's all I need for an audition reel. Just this one. I've had so many opportunities to say things.
I feel like we could do a super cuts though of you just doing the announcer voice at the very least, going all the way back.
We gotta get this guy. We gotta get the outdoor weird question asker guy for our next gig.
That's right. His voice will bring riches. Maybe not to us, but maybe to some of you. I don't know. Well, wow. It is devious to think about eating one protein bar for the rest of my life. I don't like this question. I think this is the first time in the history of Gear Abby. Like, Colin, I know there's been questions you haven't liked, like maybe the norovirus one. I don't like this one. I don't want to answer it.
I love this question. This is a great question. I definitely have thoughts on this.
Great. Good. Because mine are all disgusting. If I could, I would just be like, I'll just eat protein bars I make myself. But I think that's probably too much of a cop-out.
Yeah, it's kind of a cop-out.
Although I do every morning, every week, I make a batch of protein balls of my choice. And Colin's just his lips are pursed very tightly.
I can't take every opportunity.
You can't. You got to let some of the doors close gently behind you. I do though. I make, because I need something to snack on right when I get up in the morning before I've started taking creatine,
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm not trying to get swole. I'm just trying to regain some of my brain power back as a lady at a certain age, which clearly I need, judging from the sentence making on this episode. So we'll see once it kicks in if it helps. Anyways, I have my morning gains truffles, is what I like to think of them as.
There you go.
But you're forcing me, person, to do this for the pod, but I will. I had to really think about this because, like I said, I hate this question. I still have nightmares from thinking that I was going to eat a Pro Bar every day for lunch on the PCT. I have not eaten a Pro Bar.
I get the logic.
Yeah, right? Like I thought, these are
good. 350 calories, all one shot. Nice.
They say it's a meal in a bar.
Easy to carry and pack, right? I mean, yeah, it makes sense. But
so heavy, actually.
Yeah.
Those things. No, I have not eaten a Pro Bar. This is true.
Yeah.
I have not eaten a Pro Bar since week 3 on the PCT. I couldn't. It was like, screw this shit. I remember putting them all in the hiker boxes. It was so much wasted money. But all right, I guess just for sheer variety of tastes and textures and flavors, which I guess are tastes, I would probably go with Cliff products because you've got the Builder bars for the basic mushy, like actual high protein situation. Fairly tasty. Maybe not as much as a Barbell, but pretty close, or Bearbell. You got Luna bars, which both of these, by the way, are gluten-free, which I like. I love the lemon one, not gonna lie, but the chocolate, dude, no, the chocolate peppermint stick. I can't decide between the two. Like, all right,
I'm kind of a lemon guy, but I get it.
Yeah, you could try it sometime if you haven't. But I will say my favorite, if I've had to pick one to just keep eating, probably just those nut butter bars and just a basic peanut butter because they are so tasty. Like the texture, you get 2 different textures every time. Honestly, I'm a simple girl. It feels like dessert. I would have gluten farts for eternity, but at least I would enjoy eating them, I guess. I don't know. Colin, I want to know what your take is on this.
Well, if protein bars specifically, because you were dabbling around in these sort of bar category, you mentioned Builder, but then like Luna is not like a protein bar, right? That's like, right.
So
it's like if we're in bars in general, I mean, I do go Pro Bar. I understand what you're saying. And I think that's, I wouldn't put that on Pro Bar. I'd put that on whatever bar you happen to choose for that thing. And then the lack of variety as you're, as we've talked about a lot, right? How whether it's running or hiking or whatever, and you're like, I can't eat anything sweet anymore. I need potato chips. And you're like, oh, good, another Pro Bar,
Yay.
Right? Like that just kind of turns you off. But even then, I would still go if it's protein. I think and I'll honor the request. The cookie dough Pro Bar protein bars are fucking fire. They're really good. And it's like, and I don't eat a lot of protein bars, but if I want one, like that one just hits. It's really, really good. Because it's kind of like, I mean, let's be honest, most protein bars are like glorified candy bars. And you're like, right? It's chocolate with a lot of sugar and like a lot of whey protein, masquerading as as something healthy. And I think the cookie dough one is really good. I think I'm biased because I worked for them for a little while, but I think Pro Bars in general are the best overall bar because it is real food and you can see it all in there and it's mostly raw and all that stuff. But also, I might, if I had to say, and I don't eat bars frequently, so I would think potentially an Epic bar, which is meat.
Oh, the meat bars,
Right? It's like
that's a good point.
Right? Because now it is a little more like savory, and I don't eat a lot of bars, so if I want to have like portable sort of energy thing that was protein focused, I might actually choose that simply because it isn't sweet. And I can get the sweet. Now I can still eat candy bars. I don't need to eat my Pro Bar, but I mean, I'm kind of with you. I mean, the bar category is just massive now. I mean, it was for a while. It was like there was 3 people to choose from, and you could only get it at like outdoor and active stores. And now you just go to any major Kroger-owned grocery store and find all the bars that you want. So
there's like half an aisle devoted to it
for sure. But so that makes the challenge even more to the listener's question. But yeah, it'd be a toss-up between Pro Bar products and Epic products. I'd have to kind of really figure out if you're maybe today, I think I'd probably go Epic because it's like, look, I can only have one forever. And I know I would want to have, like, that's a nice salty option to have in your pack, right?
Electrolytes, meaty electrolytes.
Yep. So, all right, I'll go Epic.
Oh, man, it does make me think, like, I wish there were options for savory bars that weren't
they're
just
so hard to
bars.
make. Yeah.
I know. There were for a while there. I can't remember the brand name, but they carried it at Sprouts and it was like, it was based on Indian cuisine and they were really good. They were a little pungent, but they were really good and a nice alternative. But I think my favorite, and this is
no one bought them.
No one bought
That's
them.
why you can't find them.
You are correct. There were two things, though, that I missed so much that these two companies don't make anymore. One is this company called Mirror Energy, and they make these little, they're not even gels because they're all based on, it's like rice and molasses, and it's more of a goop. I don't know. But they used to make one that was a sweet potato flavor, and it had oregano in it. It was so good.
Interesting.
And then Cliff, I don't know, you probably remember this. Cliff for a while had those energy packets. I forget what they were called, but they had a pizza flavored. It was like margarita pizza flavored. I tried it at OR when they debuted it.
It's kind of like tomato paste.
Shut up, whatever. It was delicious, and I wish they would bring it out again. Like, just do a limited edition. I'll buy them all.
Context is everything, right? I mean, like you're eating energy food out of a packet that you're trying it like a trade show, and it's like you have to put yourself in the mindset of like when I will actually be eating this, right?
I would eat it all the time on trail and stuff.
Yeah.
I wish I would have had it this summer. Sad face. Well, Colin and I are ready to go get some energy food in us. This is enough. We're over. This episode is over. We're done with it. This episode of Gear Abby. Done so. Until next time, send your burning questions about your energy, my energy, Colin's. Also, your relationships with outdoor products, people, places, and pastimes over to deargearabby@gmail.com. I'm going to do my best to answer them or find someone else who can. And of course, head over to your podcast listening service of choice and subscribe, rate, and review to support the pod and make my day. And follow us over on Instagram at GearAbbyPod. In the meantime, today's episode was produced by this guy, Colin True.
And if you send us an email or leave us a review, you too can come on down to the Gear Abby Show.
You win a car. A big asterisk.
A new car.
Yeah, in your imagination. I'm Shawnté Salabert, and remember, there are no dumb questions, just smart advice.